Hello guys, 안녕하세요. 늦어서 미안해 진짜. 진짜 미안해. 잠깐만. 안녕하세요. 모니카 씨, 피스 씨 안녕하세요. 이렇게 됐지? 네 안녕하세요. 환영합니다. 이렇게 어서 오세요. 늦어서 미안해 여러분. 미안해요. 그 technological issues. So Monica says 안녕하세요. Hi. Oh my god. What are you doing here? Anyways, everyone is welcome. Sorry, everyone is welcomed. By the way. Zainab 씨 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 선생님 어땠어요? 나 진짜 배고파. 배고프고 좀 아프고 guys, I had to do this. This is like a commitment, so I have to be here. If not, oh my god. Today is just not my day anyways. But I'm good. I'm great. I'm great. So good to see you guys here. Please, for those of you who are sincerely following this life, because I sincerely believe it's this is really helping someone out there, and it would be great to see results. So anyways, if you maybe if you're here for the first time and you genuinely want to even genuinely like follow along with what we're doing, what we did last week, which was about 2 hours, is up on my YouTube, so you can just go and watch basically, and I'll still post this one as well. So for those of you who were here last week, 또와 just saw 고마워요. So today we're going to be picking up from last class, and last class we looked at all the characters or the alphabets, and today we're going to be using those characters to first read and to pronounce and then to build sentences. So I feel like this could come a bit closer. Let me see, is that better? 안녕하세요. Okay. That just highlights me. I'm not the focus. These. Okay, so we're 15 here. That's nice. That was about the. Did I just make it worse? Okay, this is better. Great. Guys, please, because the comments, I need the comments actually to make sure that maybe my audio is good and all, but you can turn off the comments in your settings so that the comments do not block you off from seeing somewhere here. All right, so without further ado, let's get right into it. So we're starting with the first thing we're doing today, which is to read. And this class is actually going to be an interactive class, and what that means is, wait, hold on. Let me get my, oh my god. Okay, so 1 minute guys. Okay. Alright, so I have my So I want you to, if you're following me, um just comment your name basically, because I'm going to be asking some questions and I want it to be, like I said, an interactive class. So I need to know who and who is like with me, because I'm going to be pinpointing to you to answer questions basically, and you're going to answer by typing it in the comments. So let me get your names. 안녕하세요. So who's the first person? The first name, please. So I find this a very effective way of teaching my students. I need to make sure you're following, so I need to ask you stuff to make sure you're following, so I'm not just talking. So I'm over here, so I need to make sure that everyone is following along. So I'm just going to be writing your names down. So I have a namesake here. She's Angel. Feloshi, 안녕하세요. Rachel, she. That is 3 persons. Who else? I'm gonna be adding the names. So now let's get started. Let me start off with some of the consonants and the vowels we treated in the last class. You guys, I have 2 different things on the board. I want to see fastest finger who can write the romanization of these 2 individual syllables. Now, if anybody can quickly write the romanization in the comments, let me see that. So I'm going to be reading out the pronunciation of these 2 words in a second, but let me write down the names of our new, oh my god, my button keeps coming. That's so weird. Okay, so we have Zainab and Samira with here. Zainab and Samira. Okay. Did anyone get the romanization? No one yet. Okay, so first of all, what do I mean by the romanization? I mean, in the last class we said this consonant here was the G consonant, right? Okay, someone wrote it in the comments already. She said Gol and Pigon, which is correct. So if this is the G consonant, then this one here is the O vowel, and this is an L. This here is a P, then the E vowel. This here, what you have here is your G, your O vowel, and then an N. So that is Pigon, right? Pigon. So I want everyone, so one thing about learning a new language is you always have to pronounce. So as you're reading, you have to pronounce, and when you're pronouncing, please, you're pronouncing it out loud, so we can really, so you obviously can also hear yourself pronouncing, because if you're listening to me saying Gor and Pigon, you might be saying it in your head correctly, but if you pronounce it or if you say it out loud, you yourself hear that, oh okay, that wasn't very good, let me try pronouncing that again. Or you can hear it out loud and be like, oh okay, that was great. So as you read, please, you pronounce out loud. And I can't hear you because this is not my actual classes where I can hear my students, but honestly, just try pronouncing it out to yourself. So this is Gol and Pigon. Why this is Gol, for anyone who doesn't really is not strong with characters. So this vowel here is our O vowel, and this is the romanization EO. But I did say in the last class that it has this sound, the O sound in English. So it's like saying G, O, and an L. Gol, 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 right? And this one is pretty simple. Pigon. So why are we saying all of this? Let's go back to the words. I'm sure you have the romanizations now. Oh my god. What's against it? Okay. So pigon, he, yo. Pigon, the H consonant. This is the A vowel, and this is yo. From our last class, I explained what this consonant on top of the yo is and why this is 1 syllable, 2 syllable, 3 syllable, 1, 2, 3, 4 syllables. 피곤해요, right? So this yo is a syllable on its own, which is why the consonant placeholder is there. Okay, so let's continue. 피곤해요 is to be tired. 피곤해요 is to be tired. 피곤해요, 피곤해, 해, 피곤해요, 피곤해요. It's yo actually. You're saying yo, but I'm saying yo. Sorry. The natives do this as well. 피곤해요. You can say 피곤해요 with a straight hey yo, what's up, or you can just say 피곤해요. Whichever one is fine, basically. Don't get confused if I'm saying yo. Alright. I'm gonna wipe this off now. I'm going to be introducing another word. Please, if you can write out these romanizations quickly in the comment section. It's really simple, and I want everybody to pronounce this with me. Correct. Imi. Zainab said imi. 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 That is correct. Someone said this means I'm tired. I'm going to explain why that is correct and not really correct in a second. Yes, so imi, this is 2 syllable. Imi. Imi. So imi means already. Already. Already, right? So something already happened, right? Already. So if you say imi plus 피곤해요, what you just did was to build a sentence. So let me backtrack. Look at this this word here. This is a word, imi, and it means already. Already, imi. So if you take imi plus 피곤해요, which means to be tired, you obviously have already tired. Already tired. Already tired. So that is a sentence on its own. So now let me explain why Angel said I am tired. Let me explain why Angel said I am tired. So imi is a verb. Sorry, oh my god. 피곤해요 is a verb on its own, meaning I'm tired, which means if I myself, like how I am right now, and I say 피곤해요, it means I am tired. I myself am tired. Like if you, as you're watching me right now, if you say 피곤해요, it means I am tired. So anyone who's listening to you, wait, I'm gonna try not to touch the mic so much. So to anyone who's listening to you, if you say 피곤해요, it translates to that person as you are tired, right? So I am tired, 피곤해요. But you can now choose to put, so let me quickly put this up here. Subject plus object plus verb. So what this simply means is subject, object, and verb. And this is the sentence structure in the Korean language. You might want to definitely write that down, not mine. So subject plus object plus verb. That is the sentence structure. So this pigonheyo, to be tired, is a verb on its own. But here is the good news about the Korean language now. In English, I can't just come and meet you and say tired. I mean, you can say that, but it's not like a known sentence. Like someone just walks up to you and be like tired. It's usually I am tired, right? But in Korea, you can just say only this verb and you have a full sentence. Let me explain with other verbs now. Okay, so I don't want to use too many verbs. Now, this is a simple verb, which is 자요, to sleep. 자요, 자요. 자요 is to sleep. So now, in English, for example, I like using practical examples when I'm teaching. So let's say you and your friend, you're sitting, you and your friend, you're texting each other, right? And the friend is like, oh, are you asleep? Or like, are you asleep? In English, you can't just say sleep. Like, you can't just reply sleep and it makes sense. It's usually I am sleeping or I'm asleep, right? I can't just say sleep and it makes sense. But in the Korean language, in that situation, if someone says like, oh, are you asleep? You can just say 자요 and you're correct. Or you can just say 자 for panmar and you're correct. So basically in Korean you can just say only a verb and you have a full sentence depending on that verb, which is why Angel read 피곤해요 as I am tired. So 피곤해요 means I am tired. But now if you use it with other subjects like we're about to, it can also obviously mean other people are tired or something is tired basically. So let's move on. So, 이미 피곤해요 means already tired. So let's find a subject with that. Let's use the subject Dora, for example. Let's just imagine that Dora is someone's name. Dora. Let's just imagine that Dora is someone's name, for example. So in Korean culture and in Korean language, if you want to address someone, like for example, someone is Dora. In English, I can just say, hey Dora, hey, what's up Dora, hello Dora. But in the Korean language, you have to attach these two things. She. So I'm saying she, but it's really SSI, right? This is the double S consonant. This is the double S consonant, and this is the E. So the romanization reads C, right? Because this is the double S, but you're pronouncing it as an SH. So I'm gonna put she right here, and this would be Dorashi. Dorashi for Miss Dora, basically. So so let me back up. So we have new people joining us. What am I saying basically? I'm saying to build a sentence, we're doing three things today: read, pronounce, and build sentences. To read, we have to read out words like this using our knowledge on the Korean language that we treated in the last class. 이미 자요. Yes, already asleep. Already sleeping. Yes, you can. So This is a verb on its own in the Korean language. 피곤해요. 피곤해요. It means to be tired. 피곤해요. 피곤해요. So I said in English, we have to always kind of use this full sentence, subject, object, and verb. For example, in English, I have to say I'm sleeping, right? I have to say I am sleeping, or you are sleeping, or he is sleeping. I can't just say sleeping in English. Like, I have to say I am sleeping at the very least. But in the Korean language, you don't have to put a subject, which is I or he or you. You can just use the verb, which is sleeping, or to be tired. Sorry, to be tired or to be sleeping, which means if I can just say 피곤해요, which means I am tired. So it's obvious to your listener that you're talking about yourself. 피곤해요, I am tired. But now if I ask it with a question mark tone at the end, so it's obvious I'm asking my listener if they are tired. So in English I have to say, are you tired? Basically. But in Korean I can just say 피곤해요 with the question tone, and it's obvious that I'm asking this person, is he tired? 피곤해요, that's a question. Are you tired? 피곤해요, that's a sentence. I am tired, basically. But we're going to be introducing other words and how to build a full subject, object, and verb sentence now. Which brings us to the third point here, which is sentence building. So that was a quick recap. Sorry if it was fast. So our subject here is a lady named Dora. 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 Please bear in mind that in English you might pronounce this as Dora. But if you want to say Dora, that's a different verb in the Korean language. This is the O, so this is Do. This is Do, right? Dora. But this is the O, so it's strictly Dora. What does it mean to add she at the end of the name? Yes, so this she, like I said, means miss somebody. Remember, I said in English speaking countries or Nigeria, if your name is Dora, for example, then I will say, oh, Dora, are you tired? Dora, are you tired? But in Korean language, you have to attach she after that person's name to mean like, oh, Miss Dora, which is why in K-dramas mostly you hear people saying, oh, Mino she, Injong she, something something she. So it's a polite way of saying, oh, hey, Miss this, Mr. this, basically. So Dora she 이미 피곤해요. That is a sentence on its own. Dora she 이미 피곤해요. Dora is already tired. Dora she 이미 피곤해요. So for the sake of this class, I'm not going to be introducing topic markers or subject markers, the nun, the ga, and all of that. So let's just keep it simple. Subject and verb. This is not an object. This is just a word. I think an adjective, just to mean already, right? You can just say Dora 씨 피곤해요, and it means Dora is tired. Or Dora 씨 이미 피곤해요. Dora is already tired. So this can be applicable in a real life situation. Let's say, like I said, I like to give real life examples so you know when to use sentences like this. So let's say you're friends with or you just met a certain Dora, and someone, let's say you just saw her do a whole bunch of work and now she's tired, so she's probably laying off somewhere or just sitting down somewhere. And just sitting down somewhere. So now someone else comes in to call Dora to like, oh, come help me do this or come do some other work. And then you tell this person this sentence. Dora 씨 이미 피곤해요. Dora is already tired. So in that real life situation, 이미 already, because she just did a whole bunch of work. 이미 피곤해요. So let's say it's you in that situation where you're tired and someone comes to ask for an assistance. Now you can just say 이미 피곤해요, like I'm already tired. 이미 피곤해요. Or you can just say 피곤해요, which means I'm tired. How do we say, are you tired? Yes, that's what I said. To ask a question, you just need to put the question tone like we have in English. For example, I said 피곤해요 means I'm tired. But if I ask it as a question, 피곤해요, it means are you tired? So Korean is easy. You don't in English you have to say are you before tired. But the Korean, if it's a statement, 피곤해요, it means I am tired. And if it's a question, it means are you tired, basically. If you have any question, let me know in the comments. Someone said Angel C. 안녕하세요. So what we did was to read some certain words. We started with 피곤. Then we obviously pronounced it like I'm hoping you're pronouncing 도라시 이미 피곤해요 out loud. It helps. And next we are building sentences. And to build sentences, of course, you have to have your sentence structure. Yes, you have to have your sentence structure down. So there are so many sentence structure. It could be subject, time, object, verb, or subject, adjective. So this is the basic sentence structure, like with simple sentences like what we have on the screen, subjects and verb. So one last thing I'm going to say about this sentence subject, object and verb for Korean sentence structure is that the verb is always last in a Korean sentence, and the verb is always last in the Korean sentence, and you're going to understand why I said that as we move on. So let's move on to other. Oh my god, should I have cleaned that? Okay, let me just clean. So this is where I have to ask some questions as well. Okay, so Angel, Favor, Rachel, Zainab, Samira, just type on, or other people that have joined us, type what you think the romanization of this is in the comment section. Type what you think the romanization of these two words are in the comment section. Yes, if you're asked 피곤해요, if someone asks you 피곤해요, you can say 아니요, 아니요, 아니에요. Wait, why do I feel like, oh god, there's something wrong with my network. Hey, can you guys hear me? Ah, yes, they can hear me. So Zainab says, so okay, J, he, saw you. Okay, nice. She's not wrong. Nessa says, so J, he, saw you. That is nice as well. So we have two people get it right. Anyone else coming up? So like they said, if you have your note on characters, it will be pretty easy for you to get romanizations. And I'm sorry if you already know how to read and this is like child's play for you. Like I said, as we keep progressing, we'll probably reach a level pretty soon. So for those who are still struggling to read, these are the romanizations. Nice. I'm seeing everyone now. So, this first syllable, this is a word. The word reads 숙제. 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 숙제 is assignment. 숙제. Assignment. Assignment. 숙제. So this is a 2-syllable in a word. This is one word, 숙제, and it's 2 syllables, 숙 and 제. So in romanization, mostly people use hyphens to separate a syllable from another syllable, right? So 숙제. Now, this next word is a verb. Remember, verbs come last, right? So this 했어요 is a verb, the verb to do. So this means to do, basically, to do. To do, yeah, right. So, but this is in past tense. So it's did. So this is assign. I couldn't just write ASS, I'm sorry. So this is assignment, and this is did. Did, right? So now look at the romanization for 했어요. So this is H and AE up here. So that's he. Now what you have underneath here is the SS double consonant, and this basically is what makes this verb 했어요 a past tense. This is like the past tense there. But anyway, so this is he, then SS. So if you join this double S with this next syllable here, which is the O vowel, so together it sounds like saw. So he saw, then the last syllable yo, 했어요, right? So now we have a base that we can attach anything here to mean something about assignment, did, past tense. So 숙제 했어요, did assignment. Now let's use this in practical sentence, practical conversation now. So let's say you're a 학생, you're a student, and 엄마 is like 숙제 했어? Yeah, it's perfect. So let's do it like this. Now, of course, if you don't know this you're going to be seeing at the end of sentences, like 자요, 피곤해요, 했어요. This yo is what the Koreans use to talking about politeness. Now, 자요, 했어요. What other verb did we look at? 피곤해요. That yo is what the Koreans consider when you add that to what you're saying. Oh, then you're being polite to this person you're talking to. So if this person is younger than you, or this person is your friend, or like I said, in a situation where your mom is talking to you, your mom is not going to be putting yo in whatever she's saying. She's going to say cha, are you sleeping, instead of chayo, right? Your friend, if they want to ask you, oh, are you sleeping, they're going to say cha. Or 피곤해요, your mom is going to say 피곤해. Like if your mom wants to say I'm tired to you, she would say 피곤해. Or if your friends want to say I'm tired to you, they will say 피곤해. Or if they're asking you, are you tired, they would be saying 피곤해, question. So no yo, basically. So let's say in a situation where someone's mom walks into the room, and the mom is about to ask this person, oh, have you done your assignment? Have you done your assignment? In English, like I said, I'm saying have you done, then your assignment. Wait, have you then done your assignment, basically. But in Korean, you don't have to say are you or have you. It's just assignment done, basically. Assignment done, because the verb always has to be last, the last thing there. So assignment done, right? So the mom would probably ask the person, 숙제 했어? Question tone. 숙제 했어? Let's say you're a student, and you see your friend, you ask, oh, 숙제 했어? Have you done, or did you do the assignment, right? So now, this person, okay, so yeah. So if someone asks you, 숙제 했어? You can now say 했어, that is casual, right? So it's now for yes. 했어. I did. 했어. Or you can say 숙제했어, right? uh, So what I wrote there is 반말 and 존댓말. 반말 is casual speech. 반말, 반말, 반말 is casual speech. Casual speech now is 했어, 자, 피곤해, right? Or 사랑해, that's 반말. That's casual to your friends, people younger than you, or people you're very your friends, basically your close circle. And you can even use it with your parents as well. Some children speak Panmar to their parents. It's fine. So the next is Chondemar, which is respect speech or polite speech. You want to be polite. That's where you have the yo at the end. That's polite. So I'm teaching you basically polite speech. You have to know the difference. So if you're in a job interview or you just met someone for the first time, and let's say this person is even older than you have to use 존댓말. 했어요, 자요, 피곤해요, and whatever you. So let's move on. We have a base here. Let me take this one off. So we have a base here. 숙제했어요. So now let's incorporate other things in a sentence structure to that. So now let's add time. I just added time now. So it's safe to say time can come before subject. So it can now be time plus subject plus whatever, then verb finally. So the verb does not change. Why I said the verb does not change, the time can change. Time can come before or after the subject. But for this sentence, let's leave the time before the subject. So now, what time word did I add? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that's fine. 어제. 어제 for yesterday. 어제 meaning yesterday. So this is a time word now. Yesterday, today, 3 o'clock, last week, next year. Those are time words. So 어제 comes here. So now this is a sentence on its own without subject. So in Korean language, subject is very fickle, you don't have to put it in English. Now I have to say, I did my assignment yesterday. Like I can't just be sitting with a friend and say, did assignment yesterday. I mean, it makes sense, but it's not very it's not normal, it's not common, right? But in Korean language, you can just say 숙제했어, which is assignment did, and it means I did assignment. So now if you incorporate the word 어제, it would be 어제 숙제했어요. 어제 숙제했어요, which means I did assignment yesterday. I did my assignment yesterday. 어제 숙제했어요. 어제 숙제했어요. So now, if I add a question tone here, this means did you do your assignment yesterday or did you do the assignment yesterday? 어제 숙제했어요. 어제 숙제했어요. Did you do the assignment or did you do your assignment yesterday? So I'm going to be incorporating this word. This is a new word we're learning, which is an. An is negation, not or don't or didn't, right? Not, don't, didn't is an. One of the ways to make a negative sense. For example, I am tired, I am not tired. I did it, I didn't do it. Didn't did it. So what that means is, if someone asks me 숙제 했어요, meaning did you do your assignment, I can say 네 했어요. 네 meaning yes, right? 네 했어요. Yes, I did it. 네 했어요. But if I didn't do it, what do I say? 아니요. 아니요. 안 했어요. 안 했어 for 반말, for casual. 안 했어 for casual. Let's say it's your friend asking you 안 했어 or 안 했어요. I didn't do it. So now, with this said, you can now make a sentence like I didn't do the assignment yesterday. I didn't do the assignment yesterday. I didn't do the assignment yesterday would be 어제 숙제 안 했어요. Simple as that. 어제 숙제 안 했어요. 안 했어, didn't do. So I didn't do the assignment yesterday. So this can even be a question like, didn't you do the assignment yesterday? Didn't you do your assignment yesterday? 어제 숙제를 안 했어? 안 했어? Then you can go ahead and ask the person 왜 for why, or 왜요 if you're trying to be polite, right? So basically what I'm doing now with an, 아니요, 네, 왜요, these are vocabularies, new words. So if you don't know them, for most people already know them, but if you don't know them, you should be jotting it down, because they are new words that you will definitely need as you progress. So 왜요 means basically why in Korean language. 왜 for 반말, for casual. 왜요 if you're trying to be polite. So if someone asks you 어제 숙제했어? Casual speech, not polite speech. 어제 숙제했어? Then you say 아니, 아니, no yo, 아니. Then the person will ask you 왜, then you say what? 피곤했어. Oh my god, I can't believe I just connected that. Sorry. 피곤했어 is what we just looked at, which is I was tired. So basically we have a full sentence. Let me wipe this off. Please, if you're following me, like if you're following what I'm saying, or if I'm too fast, or if there's any correction or observation, please let me know. So I just quickly want to write out what that conversation looks like. So let's say we have A and B having a conversation now, and this is why I would say Korean language is relatively easy, because of what we just did now. You can have a conversation in Korean, and this is how that conversation would go. 어제 숙제했어? A is asking B now. 어제 숙제했어? Did you do your assignment yesterday, or did you do the assignment yesterday? Then B says, now this is pan marriage. So let's say it's between two friends or two sisters, or even a mom asking a child, basically. So I'm so sorry if you cannot read Hangeul, like if you need romanizations, but from your notes you should know these words. Now these words are in your notes, sorry. So 어제 숙제했어? Question. The person says 아니, 안 했어. 안 했어. Sorry, this is not a question. 안 했어. Then A is like 왜? where, or this person A can even out of shot be like, and he saw you didn't do it, and he saw where, or the person can just ask where. Sorry. Then so this is a conversation building up now. Then B can reply with what? I was tired, which is what? Pigon he saw. Pigon he saw. Pigon he saw. I was tired. Or this person can even add the time word. What was our time word? Oje. Oje for yesterday. The person can add the time word here before the verb. So it will be time and verb. And it would just be 어제 피곤했어. 어제 피곤했어. I was tired yesterday. Back up. So the first sentence is 어제 숙제했어? B says 아니 안 했어. A says 왜? And B says 어제 피곤했어. Or just 피곤했어. I was tired. So now from this, if you check the words here, they are not up to 10. Talking about the vocabularies. Yesterday, assignment, the verb to do in past tense, he saw. The word for no. So if you check it, these are vocabularies. So when you read new words, let's say you've even passed this level now, you're able to read Hangeul. When you come across a new word, follow these 3 steps and you basically might not forget that word again. What are the 3 steps? You find a word that you just knew this word, so you read it, right? Which is by pronouncing the pronunciation of this word out loud. What's the next thing? You use that word to build a sentence. Could be any sentence. Let's say you already know how to build your sentence, but you don't know this word. Make sure you use that word to make a sentence, and you really pronounce that word out loud a whole lot of times, so you get familiar and comfortable pronouncing the word. So from this short conversation now, let me show you how easy it is to make sentences in the Korean language. Still using our sentence structure here. So we're going to be twisting these sentences, and you're going to see that it's basically easy to make sentences if you know a lot of words. So now this first sentence here is 어제 숙제했어. So let's eliminate 숙제. Should I clean it? Yes, let me clean it. We're done with 숙제. Alright, so 어제 했어? 어제 했어? That's a question. Now it's a plain question, like, did you do it yesterday? Did you do it yesterday? Did you do what? It doesn't say. This person is just asking B, did you do it yesterday? So A and B know what A is talking about, right? But in that sentence, there is no need to say, oh, did you do that? It's just, did you do it yesterday? 어제 했어? And then B will say, let's change the course of the conversation now. So I just introduced a word we should be familiar with, which is imi, already. So is how to say yes casually in the Korean language. Right? So answering A, 이미 했어. I already did it. 이미 했어. I already did it. So what do we have here? After imi heso, which is already did it, then the A asks pigon heso. Pigon heso. This is past tense of asking somebody, were you tired? Now you can incorporate the word oje to make it a time and verb sentence or question. Oje pigon heso. But basically, since we all know that this conversation about what happened oje, there's no need to put oje here. So it could just be pigon heso. Where are you tired? And B says ani chaso. Now, why is chaso here? If you remember our verb child, that's the present tense, child, to sleep. Chaso is the past tense, slept. So this B basically said, no, I slept. So now, picture a real life conversation. You can't just say slept in English. You have to say I slept. But in Korean, there is no subject. It's just a verb, slept. So ani chaso. One last time. 어제 했어? Did you do it yesterday? 이미 했어. Yes, I already did it. 피곤했어? Were you tired? 아니, 잤어. No, I slept. Please, can you write yes in Korean? So if you're following me up to this point, let me know in the comments. Someone said, can you write yes in Korea? There are two ways to say yes in Korean. You have ne and you have on. Ne is chondemar. For example, if you meet a stranger and they ask you a question, you say if you meet a question and I said question, sorry. If you meet a stranger and they ask you a question, it should be ne or 아니요. Ne for yes, 아니요 for no. 아니요. Right? Or if it's a friend or a close person talking casual panmar, it's on. Like you're saying this or that in English. And if you want to say no, it's 아니. Oh, I did. Please, will this class be updated later? I just go on and join the class. Yes, Rejoice. I'm definitely posting it after I'm done. Just like last week's class. So if you missed last week's class, it's up on my YouTube. 사미라 씨 그리고 실발린 씨 안녕하세요. Thank you for rocking with me. Alright, so now we've learned some words. Let's get all fresh. Listen, if you're just joining us today, if you watch the video I posted from last week's live, which was 2 hours, like I said, this video too is going to be 2 hours. I think we're an hour halfway through. I feel like if you really watch that video and you watch this video, you should be up to, like, let's say you don't know any Korean at all, you should be up to date. So let's introduce new vocabularies. I'm so sorry, guys. New words. So what we did with those verbs were mostly past tense verbs. So let's look at present tense of new verbs now. Let's get fresh. please, if you can't see, okay, I think you can. Please, when will you have mercy on those learning to read? Yes, I'm having mercy now. As you can see from the romanizations. Yes, from the romanizations. So it's because of you guys that I'm adding this. So here's the trick: if you're using romanizations, try to learn characters as quickly as you can. No rush, but try to learn this as quickly as you can, because once you can read this without romanizations, you're moving. So I posted a video about, I posted my last video I posted. I think you should watch it if you're a beginner, or even if you're not a beginner. So it's going to explain to you why you should try to learn to read this as quickly as possible. So basically watch it. Yeah, so let's progress. Can you use the other H, because this is a bit confusing. So sorry, she's talking about my H, as you can see here and here. So she wants me to use this H. Okay, I'll try to I'll try to use that H, Miss Raonray. So let's progress. We have 3 verbs on the screen. The first verb is manayo, which is to meet. To meet, manayo, to like, chowayo, and to receive, hadayo. To meet, manayo, please pronounce out loud to yourself, manayo. And manayo for to meet, chowaheyo, first syllable cho, he yo, choaheo, to like something. That is why in K-dramas a girl will walk up to a guy and be like, choaheo, I like you, right? Or sarangheo. So that's the verb to like something or someone, whatever. Then the last verb is padayo. So there is a D here, padayo. You just pronounce the D with the A, padayo, to receive something. So manayo, choaheo, padayo. Let's use these verbs to make sentences. Okay, so now this simple word imi, using vocabulary we're familiar with, if you use imi with these 3 verbs, you have a sentence already. Let me explain. If you say imi mannayo, or if you use it in past tense, imi mannasoyo, or imi mannayo, it means already met, whatever the case may be, already met. Real life situation, like, oh, someone is like, oh, you need to meet up with so person, she was asking of you, then you be like imi mannasoyo, or imi mannasoyo, but I already met this person, so already met. Imi choaheo, already like something or someone. Imi choaheo, already like something. Imi padayo, already received, or padasoyo, received, past tense now. Okay, so right. Yes. Someone says, please will this class be updated later? Yes, it will be posted right after I'm done by 9. It should be up. Can you use the H? Okay, so someone says, does the additional saw or soil make them past tense? Yes, 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 yes. So listen to me now. You're going to realize that that double S is what makes. So when you hear the double S, you know this is past tense. When you don't hear it, you know this is present tense. In the sense that, look at these 3 verbs now: manayo, chowaheo, and padayo. These are present tense verbs now. But if I say manna soil, that is past tense. Chowahe soil, okay, you know what? Chowahe soil is past tense of liked with the ed, right? Pada soil is past tense of to receive. So let's do it this way. So I tried to use the other H as requested. I hope. Wait, hold on. Let me see if you can turn off. Yes, the class will be updated, Sparkle, and you can see where we started. And last week's class is also up as well. So you can turn off the comments if you can't see this clearly. Oh God, I did I did the H I'm not supposed to do again. I'm sorry. I'm very used to that one. But you know, it's pretty simple. You see 2 lines and you know the other one is like this. So they're all H's basically. So chowa is soil. Chowa he soil. Wait, I hope that's visible. Please. Yeah, okay, I already said that. I just want to make sure everyone is seeing everything. I don't want anyone to be left out. And this is the past tense of to receive, pada soil. So everybody please for a minute cast your attention to the right wing. So what we have here is present tense, and what we have here is past tense. To meet, mannayo, present tense. Past tense, manna soil, mannayo, mannasoyo, mannasoyo. Choaheo, choahesoyo, choahesoyo. Padayo, padasoyo, padasoyo. But I didn't want to jump into present tense, past tense, future tense to not scare you guys, because we're going to do that as a whole topic on its own. But for the purpose of this class, we can just have the present tense and the past tense. That way we can really have different options on how to play with our sentences. So let's look at our first sentence here. Our first sentence is 도라씨 학교에 만나요. 도라씨 학교에 만나요. 도라씨 학교에 만나요. 도라씨 학교에 만나요. Now, the only thing you need to translate this sentence is to know what this word 학교 mean. It's a school, obviously. A school. 학교. The word is 학교. But what you have here, this because as you can see it's 3 syllables. 학교 is the word for school. This air here is a place particle. Place or time particle. So about the air, you can just write it down like this. It is a place or time particle. And the reason air is attached is because Hangeul is a place, right? So air has to come after it. So Hangeul mannayo. So now let's use this in real life situation now. Let's say a friend is coming to knock on your door. You guys normally walk to school together or something, and she's like, kaja kaja kaja, right? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Then you be like, oh, you know, you're doing something at home. Hangeul manna or Hangeul mannayo. Let's meet in school. Hangeul manna. Let's meet in school. Or you just setting an appointment with someone and you tell them Hangeul mannayo. Let's meet in school. So let's say this sentence, I'm saying it to a certain Miss Dora, Dorashi, and I'm telling her, Dorashi, Hangeul mannayo. Dorashi, Hangeul mannayo. Let's meet in school. Let's meet in school. So look at how this sentence would change if we use the past tense here, manna soil, which is met. So remember, if I say Dorashi, Hangeul mannayo, it means, oh, Dora, let's meet in Hangeul. Let's meet in school. But if I say Dorashi, Hangeul 만났어요. Dorashi, Hangeul 만났어요. Hangeul 만났어요. That means I met Dora in school. I met Dora in school. In a present tense conversation where you say 만나요, it means, oh, you're meeting Dora. But if I say 만났어요, it means I already met Dora, right? So Dorashi, 학교에 만났어요. I met Dora at school. So that is past tense. Let's look at the second sentence. This is the word for mom. 엄마. 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 Now this word do, because as you can see here, it's 엄마 do. This word do here is a vocabulary you should note down. Do. 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 To or also. To or also. To or also. 엄마도. Mom too or mom also. Alright? So real life situation now. Let's look at this now. Let's say, oh, I'm gisting with let's say I'm gisting with Zainab, and we're just talking, and she's like, oh, did you see that James laughed yesterday? And I'll be like, oh, let me use let me use someone else in the class, and I'm like, oh, Nessa, right? Nessa is someone, right? Someone's name. So I'm like, oh, Nessa, like, oh, Nessa too laughed. I'm not going to say Nessa too laughed, but based on Zainab just said, oh, James laughed yesterday, or James laughed today, or wherever. James laughed, and then I'm like, Nessa too, Nessa do. Oh, Nessa do, right? So do, to, or also. So the sentence is 엄마도 오렌지 좋아해요. 오렌지. Oh, this is obviously orange in Korean language. 오렌지. As you can see, there is an N here. Orange. I hope you can see the romanizations up close. Orange. 엄마도 오렌지 좋아해요. So this is obviously mom too or mom also likes oranges. 엄마도 오렌지 좋아해요. 엄마도 오렌지 좋아해요. 우리 엄마. The word 우리. Oh my god. Sorry. 우리 can be applied here. 우리 means, so 우리 has so many meanings. Now let me write out all the meanings before someone is gonna tell me, oh, it doesn't mean that. So here are all the meanings of 우리. So these are all the meanings the word 우리 can give you in the Korean language. If I say 우리 엄마. Someone's gonna say, oh, but 우리 means us. 우리 means we. if I say 우리 학교에 만나요, that 우리 is obviously us. We, let's meet in school. 우리 학교에 만나요. Let's meet in school. 우리 학교에 만나. Let's meet in school. But 우리 can also mean my, singular, like my mom, not our mom now. Obviously, my mom can be 우리 엄마. So the 우리 here does not mean us or our or we. It's just my. So if I say 우리 엄마, it's my mom. If I say 우리 아빠, it's my dad. So 우리 엄마도 오렌지 좋아해요. Let's say you're talking with Zainab, for example, and Zainab is like, oh, my mom likes oranges. And then you tell her, oh, 우리 엄마도 오렌지 좋아해요. Oh, my mom also likes oranges. My mom too likes oranges. Now, let's be very careful about this do. Do here means to or also. So if there is no do in this sentence, it means my mom likes oranges. 우리 엄마 오렌지 좋아해요. But if you put do, it means my mom also likes oranges. So this is like an additional information. Maybe you people were already talking about oranges. Someone likes oranges. They'll be like 엄마도 좋아해요. 오렌지 좋아해요. But if you're just telling someone, oh, my mom likes oranges, then no need for the do because of what it means. You just be 우리 엄마 오렌지 좋아해요. Or using yourself, 오렌지 좋아해요 나는. Or you can remove the 나는. It can just be 오렌지 object 좋아해요. 오렌지 object 좋아해요. But if I want to put 나는, which is I, which is the subject for I, it would be 나는 오렌지 좋아해요. But no need for 나는, basically. You could just say 오렌지 좋아해요, and the person knows you're talking about yourself. But if it's someone else, like 엄마 or 아빠 오렌지 좋아, then the person knows it's your mom or your dad. Yes, mom likes oranges too. That's correct, Angel. So let's look at the last sentence here. Okay, let's use, sorry. Oh my god. What was that? I hope I didn't. Okay. So let's use the past tense of 좋아해요, which is 좋아했어요 now. 좋아했어요. So let's use let's introduce the word 어제 now, which is yesterday. 어제. So let's leave 우리 엄마도. So we're using the past tense of 좋아해요, which is 좋아했어요, for I liked something. So let's put 어제 in front of 오렌지. And what does that give us? 어제 오렌지 좋아했어요. 어제 오렌지 좋아했어요. So now there are so many translations from that. I liked the orange yesterday. I liked yesterday's orange. I liked the orange. So basically, I liked past tense the orange of yesterday. 어제 오렌지 좋아했어요. I liked it. 어제 오렌지 좋아했어요. 어제 먹은 오렌지 좋아했어요. Whichever one. So now let's look at the 받아요 verb in present tense using this word 선물. 선물 is a gift, a present, right? 선물, a gift or a present. 선물 이미 받아요. So that's simple. Already received the gift. 선물 이미 받아요. So now let's even use 받아요 in past tense. 받았어요 now. So it's now like correct grammar, because you're saying you already received it. So it's past tense that you received it, right? So 선물 이미 받았어요. I already received the gift. Now this can be anything. It can be 돈, the word for money. The word for money, 돈. 돈 받았어요. I received the money. 돈 받았어요. I received the money. So now, everybody make this sentence. you can type it in the Korean characters. Okay, 어디 갔어? 뭐야? 잠깐만요. Okay, I found it. 찾았어. So everybody make this sentence while I try to wipe off the board. And what is the sentence? Like I said, you can type the sentence in Korean characters, or you can type it in romanization on the chat. The sentence is, yesterday my mom received the gift, or my mom received the gift yesterday. My mom received the gift yesterday. Try making that sentence in the chat. My mom, or yesterday my mom received the gift. Received, past tense. Alright, so I hope you have this do written down. Like I said, it's an important vocabulary to note, and I'm sure you have tone, very 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 important word, I guess. Yes, so let's see if we have answers. All right, so we have 30 minutes to go. While I wait for answers, yesterday my mom received the gift. So don't forget that in Korean, in making a Korean sentence, the verb has to come last. The verb has to come last. So whatever arrangement you're going to be doing, basically this is what the Korean sentence structure is for. As you can see from this particular time, subject, object, sentence structure, you can use it to make your sentence. So follow the rule basically. Oh my god. So we have 4 English sentences on the screen that we're going to be translating to the Korean language. And by the time we're done with those 4 sentences, you can see how a translation is done from English to Korean language. So someone says, okay, we have some answers on the screen. Let me read them out. So the first person was Precious Joseph, and she says, 어제 어제 우리 엄마 선물 받았어요. Oh, that's perfect. 어제 우리 엄마 선물, object, 받았어요, received. Precious, that is 100% correct. Someone said 우리, okay, I think that was what's it called, autocorrect changed her 우리 to 유ring. So 우리 엄마 어제 선물. So 아고 Go, if I'm pronouncing that correct, sorry. Agogo, you're correct. I can see that you said everything, but you didn't finish with pada soil. So I'm guessing you forgot to write the pada soil. But your sentence is correct up until where you were supposed to end it with pada soil. So Nessa got it right. She says 어제 엄마 선물은 받았어요. Yeah, she added the topic marker, which is fine as well. So someone says 어제 우리 엄마 선물 받았어요. Correct. So for Janet, I'm guessing. So for Janet, you have a bit of typo. And what is that typo? For pada soil, this is how it came out in your. So that's wrong. The D goes under. So once you write BAD, so now the reason, once you write BAD, you know the next label A. So you have to put your placeholder, then the A, then SS. You get? So pada soil. So Love says 어제 우리 엄마 선물 받았어요. That is correct. 우리 엄마 어제 우리 엄마 선물 받았어요. 어제 엄마. Right. So it feels good to know we're all in the same page. Zainab 어제, Angel got it right. Zainab says 어제 우리 엄마 선물 받았어요. So Zainab, Angel, everybody, well done. I've not seen any wrong answer there. Just a little correction. Also for Zainab, it says 선물, which is different. Also, the word 손 means your hand. 손 is hand, and 물 is water. Two different words. 손 is your hand. 손, hand. 물 is water. But 손물 is not gift. So for Zainab, you have to do a little 선물. So it's son, right? 남자 학교에 만났어요. Yes, Angel says 남자 학교에 만났어요. I'm guessing she's translating I met the man in school. And she's not wrong. So let's look at it together. This is translating from English to Korean now. I met the man in school. So let's say it's mathematics. So now I know that this met is the verb here. So let me say I'm making this sentence. Gotta leave space for the rest. So this met is going to be the last thing. Why did I even draw a line? What's wrong with me? I'm so sorry, guys. So let me just write it. So this met is going to be the last thing. Let me write it in Romanized. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Is my ink finishing? Please last us for this class. Alright. So 만났어요 is past tense of met. So I'm taking this as maths. Now I know that the verb has to be the last thing. So I'm just going to put my 만났어요 at the end. Then know that now I have to deal with all of this coming here. So now this is where my sentence is ending. This is the end. The verb is always the last, right? So 만났어요, past tense to meet. So I met the man in school. Now the word for man is 남자. 남자. Man. 남자. Someone type 여자 in the chat. Someone type a woman, 여자, for someone who may not know. So 남자 is a man. 남자 만났어요. So let's even say this is 남자 만났어요. What does this mean? I met man, but in Korean there is no de. So we're just going to say I met the man or I met a man, right? 남자 만났어요. There's day actually. Namja Manasoyo. But anyways, Namja Manasoyo is I met a man. Namja Manasoyo. I met a man. But now in school, I met the man in school. So they there in Korean is relatively k. So you can write this down. K K is they. So Knamja is that man. Now I changed it. Now Knamja is that man. So let's change the translation to that man. Now, of course, if you want to say the man, it will just be Namja Manasoy, right? But let's get particular now. I met that man. Now, in real life situation, let's say you and your friend, you're sitting, you're just 1 minute. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, Nigeria happened to me. So let's say you and a friend, you're gisting and a certain man passes by. Now you're going to tell your friend, oh, I met that man in school. So you're particular about what man that you met in school. So you and your friend, maybe the man is passing or you both know this man. So I met that man. Specific. Knamja. That man. Knamja. So it's going to bring you're going to bring the word in school here because now it's subject, which is the man, the Knamja, and then the place. So there is a place here. Subject, place, object, verb. But in this sentence, there is no object, right? So it's just a subject and a place and a verb. The subject is that man. The place is in school. So you're going to put in Hakyo. Hakyo place where the place your sentence took place in school. So Knamja 학교에 만났어요. I met that man in school. 그 남자 학교에 만났어요. I met that man in school. The next sentence is so 그 남자 학교에 만났어요. I met that man in school. The next sentence is I did not like the gift. I did not like the gift. So now you may be wondering, oh, but we didn't talk about did not. Please do not forget and not. Okay, so if you want to say I like something, what do you say? 좋아해요. For example, talking about orange, 오렌지 좋아해요. That means I like orange. 오렌지 좋아해요. So what about I don't like orange? 오렌지 안 좋아해요. 오렌지 안 좋아해요. I don't like orange. So now, what is I like the gift? I like the gift is 선물, the gift, 좋아해요. Why? Because 좋아해요 is a verb. So 좋아해요 has to be the last thing in your sentence. If you want to say I like whatever, 좋아해요 is the last thing you're going to be saying in your sentence. 좋아해요. So I like the gift is 선물, the gift, 좋아해요. 선물 좋아해요. Let's say it was your birthday and someone gifted you something, and now you're meeting this person today, and you'll be like, oh, I really liked, past tense, the gift. Liked the gift. So it will be 선물 좋아했어요. I really liked the gift. 좋아했어요, 선물, right? So 좋아해요, past tense, 좋아했어요. 좋아해요, present tense, 좋아했어요, past tense. So let's make the sentence. I did not like the gift. 선물 안 좋아했어요. 안 좋아했어요. 안 좋아했어요. Right? So 선물 안 좋아했어요. I didn't like the gift. 선물 안 So this is present tense. 선물 안 좋아해요. I don't like the gift. I don't like the gift. But 선물 안 좋아했어요. I didn't like the gift. I did not like the gift. So present tense and past tense. So someone says 학교에 아저씨 만났어요. That is correct. So let's say this 아저씨 is a known 아저씨 now, someone you know and call like 아저씨, right? Let's say my friend is Angel now, and Angel and I were gisting, and me and Angel, we know a particular 아저씨, a particular middle-aged man, right? And I'm telling Angel, oh, 학교에 아저씨 만났어. 학교에 in school 아저씨 만났어. I met 아저씨. So Angel knows this 아저씨 I'm talking about. So that sentence Precious made was correct. 학교에 아저씨 만났어요. So 아저씨 is a middle-aged man, right? But you can also replace 아저씨 with 그 남자, that man. And someone says 남자가 학교에 만났어요. Zainab said that 남자가, she added ga, which is a subject marker, but like I said, I don't want to go too much into that. If you just say these sentences in real life conversation, no one would say you're wrong. So these sentences also go. But adding ga, iga, and all of that, and all the particles, like this place particle was really important, which is why I introduced it. The rest can be omitted actually, and your sentence will still be correct. So yes, so 남자가 학교에 만났어요. So also if you want to join like a WhatsApp group, someone created a WhatsApp group where like all of us can be on, maybe to remind ourselves to come here next Sunday, or if you have any, if you want to practice with someone, like you already know, like you're waiting for us to get to your level basically, and you want to just be practicing speaking and all of that. So I'm going to be sharing a I'm going to sharing a number basically where you can join, or you can text me on Instagram. If you did not see the number, I'll put out, but I think I'll put it out on my story. So where are we? We're in the last sentence. I did not sleep yesterday. I didn't sleep yesterday. How do you say I sleep in present tense? 자요. But now we're talking about past tense, yesterday. So 잤어요. I really hope you guys can see to that extent. Let me see. Okay, yes. So 잤어요 is slept. Past tense. 잤어요. Someone, you meet a friend in school and they're like, oh, why didn't you reply me yesterday? Then you be like, 잤어요. I slept. Past tense. So the sentence is I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep is 안 잤어요. Basically putting an there, 안 잤어요. So 어제 안 잤어요. Basically 어제 안 잤어요. So what we did today was to read out words, some certain words like 그 남자. 그 meaning that, 남자 meaning a man. And we learned that if you're a beginner, you should pronounce word out loud so we can really hear your pronunciation, etc. And we learned how to build sentences using subject, object, and verb. And then we expanded to time, subject, object, and verb, and place, and like I said, other things can go in, adjectives and all of that. So basically, brick by brick, if you watch last week's class and you watch this week's class, you see that brick by brick, it's basically easy to quickly come up to speed, to be able to make your own sentences and to be able to read sentences and to be able to try to translate sentences to Korean or from Korean language. So you just basically have to know the words, know the vocabularies, which is why whichever word or whichever vocabulary I introduce, I always try to make sure you write them down, like sonmul for a gift, or namja for man, and so many other words we may have looked at today. So if you have any questions or whatever, you can type on the chat now. But in the absence of questions, we're going to be rounding up for today, and I'll see you all on the next Sunday live. So someone says I want to practice speaking. Okay, so I'm going to in the next few minutes, or latest by tomorrow morning, I'm going to put up the WhatsApp link on my story, so basically you can join. I'm gonna text her tonight to give me the link, or if she replies tonight, I'm going to post the link on my story tonight, or if she replies in the morning, but latest by morning she should reply, and we'll have the link on my Instagram story. So yeah, this is it. I'm going to repost this video on my YouTube page, so in case you came late or you missed anything, you can go back and watch. And lastly, last 2-hour YouTube class is also on my page, so you can watch that to get up to speed on what we're doing. And also, please check out, I have so many playlists on my YouTube. I have language learning playlists, so if you're learning a language, like all of you basically are learning, you should check out that playlist. I try to put out some pointers and some things that I feel can help you on your language journey. So thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of today's live. Oh my god. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and I'll see you in my next class. Someone said, can you write the last 2 sentences, please? What are the last 2 sentences? Talking about I didn't sleep. You can pass. Talking about I didn't sleep yesterday is 어제 안 잤어요. And 어제 for yesterday. Where is 어제? Okay, the word for yesterday, and then 잤어요, past tense, meaning I didn't sleep yesterday. So guys, 진짜 고마워요. 그럼 please help me end it. Sorry. 진짜 고마워요. 다음에 봐요.